Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick video here to kind of give you some updates on how to do things correctly into Skyslope. So as you know, Skyslope is our digital file cabinet. This is where all the signed documents that we get from clients and from the other side, once everybody signs the documents that are needed to be signed, they need to be uploaded into Skyslope. I suggest you do that immediately upon receiving those documents, but at least 7 days prior to you closing. Why? Because EXP needs time to review those documents to make sure that they're compliant, that we've dotted our I's and crossed our T's. And that's what allows them to issue something called the disbursement agreement, which is sent to the title company to show who gets paid what. So if you guys want your checks fast, and if you want your checks at the closing table, meaning you do not have to wait for your check, like the minute it closes, they're going to hand you a check in your name and you can go directly to the bank. If you want that, you're going to want to do Skyslope very quickly, immediately upon receiving documents, and stay on top of it. Okay, so I'm just going to show you some little nuances that we need you guys to do so that we can actually track what's going on behind the scenes and make sure you're getting paid correctly and getting paid quickly. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to show you where to find Skyslope. And by the way, there'll be some links below this video that are directly from Skyslope. So Skyslope has tutorials about how to start a transaction. It's really easy. I didn't never watch a tutorial, and sure enough, when I got into Skyslope, I saw this little thing said create transaction, and I just followed the steps and I figured it out, right? And you can do the same, but in case you need some tutorials, there'll be some on that. Okay. One more thing I do want to show you is that you can find Skyslope also in your EXP Enterprise. So if you're in your EXP Enterprise and you're in the back-end system of Enterprise, there's Skyslope right there. If you click that, it'll take you to Skyslope as well. Okay. So let me reiterate: to start a transaction, a purchase transaction, you're going to click create a transaction. If you're going to start a listing transaction, here's the button for create listing, and it'll take you step by step through it. I've just created a transaction, so I'm not going to go through that whole process so we can keep this video short. I just want to show you some special things that you'll want to do in order to make sure that you get paid correctly and quickly. Okay, so let's go into my transaction already. So once you follow all the steps, once you click create transaction, it'll ask you for the address. It'll ask you for the contacts for the transaction. Who's the buyer, who's the seller, who's the title company, all that good stuff, okay? So just follow the steps. It's very, very intuitive, okay? So I've already done that, so I'm not gonna take you through that whole process. So let's take a look at my transaction here. So once you submit the transaction, it'll show you these tabs up here at the top, and I wanna show you something very special on these tabs so that you know what to input in here. So number one, when you're in the transaction tab, I wanna show you something that will allow us to see what's going on behind the scenes. And so when you're in a transaction tab, okay, you scroll down here, and where it says co-buyer agent, what I want you to do is add our accounting department to as a co-agent. What that will allow us to do is take a look at the transaction, make sure all the numbers are correct, and make sure you get paid on time and correctly. So all you have to do is at this co-buyer section here, press add. And what I want you to do is put Jennifer Scheinberg's name in there. Jennifer Scheinberg is the head of our accounting department. We're going to put her in there. So if I go in there and start putting her name, Jennifer Scheinberg, okay, there she is right there. Jennifer Scheinberg, Limited TC, Florida. When you click that and say save co-agent, now we can see what's going on in the back end. So we can check your numbers. We can make sure that your commission is paid correctly. So that's the main thing I want to show you on this. And then I'm going to show you a couple other very important things. So like I said, it'll take you step by step. It'll have you fill out all the contacts for the transaction. So if you look down here, it'll ask you to make sure you put the seller, the landlord, the purchaser, the tenant, the escrow company, and the agent representing the other side. So I've done that already in this transaction. I don't have to go through that, but I'm just letting you know that it will have you add that step by step. Now, let's go to the commission. It's the exciting part, right? So in the commission section, it breaks down what you're going to get paid. So based on the sales price. So I'm on the selling side, okay, so I've got 3% commission, and you can see that I calculated that 3% based on the purchase price right over here. So that's what you're getting paid. So the first thing I want to teach you in the commission section is this TC fee admin brokerage commission section, okay? So this is where we put that Alliance Group fee of $234 that we have you put for every transaction so that we can obviously provide the value that we do with the coaching, the office space, the conference rooms, the support staff, everything that we do for you guys. We are a very unique model, right? So EXP is brilliant. They put their whole company in the cloud. Nobody has an actual office space of brick and mortar. However, us on a local level, we've decided to keep all these things for you guys because we know how valuable it is for you guys. Things like sign installation and removal, all that stuff we take care of for you guys. So we have you guys charge a fee, and that fee is $234. Okay, so we'll put the $234 in there. And we're putting it here as a third-party fee, almost like you were paying a transaction coordinator. So in this case, the TC fee is to the Alliance Group. So $234, and then put the Alliance Group right in here, okay? Now, if for some reason you are also using a transaction coordinator and you're paying somebody else as well, just combine the two fees. So we have our $234. Let's say it's $250 for your transaction coordinator. So now we put the total of $484, and then we'll put the Alliance Group and Lisa Smith, who the transaction coordinator, right? So if that were the case, that's what you would do. Now let's go ahead and back that out and just do the Alliance Group to keep it simple. And then one thing that we'd like you guys to do once you input this fee of $234 is actually right here in the notes section, put the TC fee of $234 will be mailed to the Alliance Group, and then put the address 401 South Rosalind Avenue, Orlando, Florida 32801. Okay. Now, if there's a transaction coordinator, then you can say mail TC fee of $250 to Lisa Smith, and then you can put Lisa Smith's address in there. In this case, let's just do the transaction fee for the Alliance Group. So all I want you guys to know is this is where you put that fee, that $234 that we collect, put that in here. It's in the commission section, and it's under the TC fee, okay? So that's one thing that I want you to know about this. The other thing that I want you to know about this is this referral detail. So if there is a referral on this deal, so let's say you're on one of the teams in our office and there's a referral fee to the team leader, okay? That's where you would do it. Now, here's the deal. In this case, I have no referral put in there, but if there was a referral, I'd go in there and I'd click that drop down, and either the referral is going to be external, meaning it's going to be from an agent outside of our office. So let's say, a Coldwell Banker agent, from Atlanta, Georgia, refers you a deal here in Orlando, and you're going to pay them a 25% referral fee. Okay, that's an external referral. You will add this agent. You add the name of that agent, okay? Add that information. You're going to add their brokerage name. In this example would be Coldwell Banker. You would tell them the referral amount or put the percentage, right? So if we're going to give them 25%, let's give them 25%. And just know that you are going to have to get a W-9 form from that Coldwell Banker office that they're referring to, and you'll upload that here, okay? So that's for external referrals, okay? Now, if it is an internal referral, okay, then you will just find the agent. Let's say you're going to give me a referral fee. Oh, man, fantastic. So let's put Robert Davidowitz in here. And let's add, or actually add it here, Robert Davidowitz. Perfect. Bam. Okay. So I've got Robert Davidowitz in the internal referral. Obviously, we're EXP Realty LLC. Let's see. It's asking me for this email. Let's see. Okay. Now we're good. Okay, found my email. Okay, so that's an internal referral. I've put that in there. I'm getting 25%. So this is where you put referrals, right? So if you have an agent within the office you're referring to, or an external agent, or if you're on a team, you got to make sure you put the referral fee here. Okay. So you now know how to do that. You know how to put the 234 Alliance Group fee in here. And the other thing that I will show you is checklist. So checklist is where you upload all your documents to be reviewed. Okay. So obviously in a purchase transaction, you're going to have to upload the executed contract. You can put notes in here so the people at EXP will get the notes if you want to explain something. So for instance, this is a lease that I'm doing. So this is set up for a traditional purchase. I'm going to let them know that some of this stuff is not applicable. I don't have an executed contract because I'm not purchasing anything. It's a lease. So I might write in there, hey, this is a commercial lease, no contract, but here's an executed lease. Okay. So those are the things that you can do. But here's the important thing that you want to do. On number 15 here, it says, is there a transaction fee being collected? Okay, that is the fee now that you would be charging the client to cover your back end fees. So we have our $234 that you're paying for the Alliance Group, but you also have $65 that EXP takes. So if you do not want to be charged any fees, right? So you want to pay 0 fees and just get your commission straight up, okay? You're going to say at least charge your client $375, okay? So the transaction fee for that client to pay would be $375. So I put yes, $375, and then I press save. Okay. And if you're not going to charge it, if you're going to eat it, then don't put anything there. But just put not applicable, and you're good to go. Okay. But if you do not want to pay any fees out of your pocket, right? So if you want to get a clean 80% or a clean 100%, depending on whether you are a capped agent or non-capped, then you go ahead and add the $375 or charge more. I know a lot of you charge more than that just to get a little extra commission, okay? So we've got that, and this is where you put all your documents, and that's pretty much all I want to show you guys. So now you know how to start the transaction. Now you know how to put the TC access with Jennifer Scheinberg so she can look at the transaction. You know how to put your 234 in, and you know how to do a referral commission in here. And once again, if you want more training on just how to start transactions and things like that, there's videos below this directly from Skyslope that'll show you. All right, guys. Hope this helps. Take care.